Hey, everybody. Welcome back again to another Automation Nation Inside Barnum podcast episode. And today we are at the North American headquarters of Weidmuller in Richmond, doing a series of them here. And we are going to be sitting down talking about all things industrial Ethernet today with one of the product managers, actually the product manager
Yes.
for industrial Ethernet, Basma.
Yep.
So if you could please give us a quick little rundown on who you are, what you do here,
Yes,
and how did you get
absolutely.
to this position?
Absolutely. So I'm Basma Ahmed, and I'm the product manager here for Industrial Ethernet. My journey with Weidmuller has been very rewarding. Believe it or not, I applied here as an intern, but I was hired here as a tech support specialist. And from there, now I serve as the product manager for
How long
Industrial
ago?
Ethernet. It's been 3 years now.
Okay.
It's been 3 years now, and the whole experience with the technical support helped me really learn things in and out, and then getting the first-hand customer experience,
Hmm.
their customer real-life application. So that helped me a lot transitioning into the product management role.
So you have an engineering background then?
Yes, I do. So ever since I can remember, I've been always fascinated of knowing like how things work,
Hmm.
be it like simple circuitry or be it like complex communication systems. So electrical engineering basically gave me that foundation, not
Sure.
only to understand but also to implement such systems.
Hmm.
So that's how electrical engineering came into.
Sure.
Yeah.
The your new role
Mm-hmm.
as the product manager for
Yeah.
industrial Ethernet, um, how recent has that been?
It's been around 1.5 year now.
Okay.
It's
So
been
you're in tech support for a year and a half,
yes,
and then moved
yes,
into that. So that's
yes,
a pretty quick
yes,
transition into
yes.
a role of that
Mm-hmm.
scale.
Exactly. So that's why I said Weidmuller has been very rewarding.
Hmm.
So while I joined Weidmuller, I was also continuing my cloud computing degree, and so this was my ultimate goal to get into something networking or IT related. So
Yep.
Weidmuller made it happen.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
good uh, segue into the
Yes.
cloud computing.
Yeah.
You also are AWS
AWS.
certified,
Yes.
so
So
that's
I
a
am AWS certified solution architect as
mhm.
well as the cloud practitioner.
Okay,
So that helps me a lot with this job as well.
sure.
Yeah.
So having that background with those certifications, does that help with, I guess, some of the development of
Yes.
these Ethernet solutions with
Yes,
Weidmuller now?
absolutely. We have this device called the Edge Agent, the
Hmm.
Weidmuller Edge Agent, and recently we have been integrating a lot of AWS solutions onto it. So
Sure.
this is in works, and as we move on, we'll be adding more solutions to it. So Weidmuller Edge Agent, as you can see over here, it's an IoT edge gateway.
Hmm.
So basically, it gives you data logging, data aggregation, visualization, and it goes a step further where it gives you alerting and alarming capabilities as well.
Sure.
So all in all, and then to make the customer experience better, we have been partnering up with AWS, and we've been making specific reports that would cater to the customer needs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a that's a powerhouse
It
for a
is,
pretty
it is,
small
it
unit
is.
sitting
And
there. I mean,
if
it's no
you
bigger than some of the switches that are on the DIN
exactly,
rail there.
exactly, and it's very simple to use. So that was one of the main factor that we made sure that while developing it, that it has to be very user friendly, very easy to use. Anyone can use it.
So as kind of the product manager, but you also have the technical and software knowledge
Yes,
on these products.
yes,
You don't just know how to help
yeah,
sell them, you also can
hmm
do trainings and you know how to
absolutely.
program and design some of the framework behind it,
Mm,
which brings a little bit more
yes,
to that realm. Because I can imagine that style, that the edge computing is really hard to teach a consumer.
it is.
What's the
It
benefit
is.
of it? How do we actually use it? Because it's basically a blank slate. You can do
Mhm.
whatever you want with it,
So here's the
but
thing with Edge Agent, we have programmed it in such a way that the customer does not have to put in a lot of things to it.
mhm,
Everything is pre-made for them. So all they have to do is connect this device, put that into their existing system, and they're ready to go. Just
hmm,
one click away, they'll be getting alerting, alarming, they'll be logging the data, and they can also visualize. So the good thing about this is we also provide the white glove service with the edge agent as well as to the pro partners. I'll go into deeper
Yep.
with that. So what we do is that if the customer reaches out to us, he wants some specific dashboard or anything, we will walk him through. We will help him do that,
Sure.
and so we are proactively reaching out.
I think that is a
Yeah.
very important and big point with those
Yes.
type of devices
Absolutely.
because it's new and
Exactly.
there's not a lot of people that are confident and
Mhm.
familiar with that.
Yes.
So having someone to guide them through it or show them samples or even
Absolutely.
assist with the actual
Yes.
deployment
Yeah.
is massive. Is there like a big fee associated with that? Like, do they have to buy like a contract with Weidmuller to get
So,
that assistance?
yes. So we do a 3-year program. Right now, we are basically doing beta customers,
Mhm.
and we do have big beta customers right now. So we are doing a 3-year contract. We do a 1-year contract. It's an OpEx, and whatever suits best to the customer, we will do that.
That's
And
really
that
cool.
includes all the services, including the white glove service as well.
Wow. No, that
Mhm.
is
Yep.
pretty impressive.
And if you look at it, basically how it fits well into the Ethernet realm
Hmm.
is Ethernet is basically the foundation for industrial IoT.
Yep.
So we're looking at multiple PLCs, HMIs, sensors, different devices that are all coming together through Ethernet.
Hmm.
And then once that data is collected, that's where the edge agent comes into place because it's taking it one step further. It's aggregating that data. It's making sense of that data through visualization
Yep.
and monitoring and stuff like that.
Sure.
And then alerting and alarming if you need that. So it's a whole package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess let's backtrack a little bit
Mhm.
into the industrial Ethernet as a
Yes.
whole. That's your main
Yes.
product line. That's what you manage.
Yeah.
Uh, everyone listening to this, watch this, uses the internet, has an Ethernet cable running around their house. How does the products that you manage
Mhm.
differ from just the average desktop switch or, obviously
Mhm.
like that edge device is like a computer, but it's not the same thing as an iPad or a laptop.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's very different and unique to what it's trying to do. So your whole
Mhm.
platform, starting with kind of what we have up here on
Mhm.
the DIN rail,
Yeah.
what
So
is the industrial Ethernet in general?
So, how industrial Ethernet differs from the traditional Ethernet that we use at home? Basically, it's based on same foundational protocols,
Hmm.
but it is purposely built for industrial environments. So we're looking at harsh temperature ranges. We're looking at industrial protocols that we have to keep
Which there's
in
a
your
lot
mind,
of.
which there are a lot of. And then the design has to be such that it does well with vibrations. We have multiple vibrations. It does well with EMC. So
Yeah,
that's what
welding noise and all that.
exactly. So that's what the industrial grade Ethernet is all about. So it's based on the same foundation, but then it is made specifically for industries.
Sure.
And talking about the industrial Ethernet line, we have everything from switches, be it managed switches,
Hmm.
unmanaged switches. We also have routers, and then we also have media converters. So look at it as if you have legacy devices in your network and you want to bring those to your existing network.
Yep.
So we have converters that will get those legacy devices to there.
Okay.
And then, so we have a whole complete package here in
Now,
Weidmuller.
Weidmuller also does like remote access over the
Yes.
internet
Yes.
and VPNs. And is
Mhm.
that under your realm
Yes,
too?
yes. So we have the Open VPN, the remote access. It's called the U-Link.
Hmm.
So it basically comes with our router. It's an inbuilt thing that you'll get with the router.
Yeah.
So it's very simple to use. It's very user friendly. You do not need any extensive IT knowledge to operate that. And the best thing about it is it comes with a basic license which covers everything. You get user management, you get alerting, you get account management, every feature within the basic licensing, unlike our competitors that have different tiers
Sure.
of
Yep.
And our pricing is also very competitive. If you get a router from us, a U control,
Hmm.
or an IoT gateway, you can basically get 1 year of free subscription.
Okay.
So once that 1 year is done, you get up to 50 devices within that. Once that 1 year is done, you can either add another device,
Mhm.
Weidmuller device, or you can either get the extension license, which is half the price. So that just makes it very easy to use, and it just saves a lot of money flying your control
Oh
engineers
yeah,
out
absolutely.
there and fixing things. So
And if it's user friendly, like you said, you
it's
don't
very
need
user
a
friendly. It's
IT
just in click.
background to do
Hmm.
it. I mean, the
Yeah,
average PLC programmer is not the IT expert,
it's
but
not.
he wants to get in there
Yeah,
and
yeah,
fix the machine.
yeah.
It better
And
be easy for him.
exactly. And that's one thing I've been seeing. There's this growing gap in the technical knowledge
Hmm.
at these places. Not everyone has that networking knowledge.
Sure,
So unless and until you have the right tools, services, and devices, it's very difficult to achieve this. And I think
absolutely.
Weidmuller does a great job in providing the complete solution.
Um, I guess with that kind of breaking that down, the most basic of all of it is unmanaged switches,
Hmm.
and I think we haven't mentioned it yet, but I know it was brought up that there's a new line of those switches coming out,
Hmm.
and that obviously falls under your
Yes,
portfolio.
yes.
Is
So
there anything special, unique with those?
yes, absolutely. So we have the basic line Series B. We first launched the first part. It's
Hmm.
coming in three parts. So the first part was launched last year and it's been doing really well. It's the basic line Series B. What's good about these switches are these are compact. So you know how space is a big issue
Oh
in
yeah.
these cabinets and everywhere. So one, it's that, and the other thing is that these are unmanaged switches, but they come with some functionalities and features that are in managed switches.
So maybe
Like,
like a pseudo light managed style switch.
exactly. So it's like quality of service, you get broadcast storm protection, you get MAC filtering. So you get a lot of these things which are usually found in managed switches, but at a price of an unmanaged switches, which is
And you
a
don't
lot
have to
cheaper.
use them. You don't need to go and
No, no,
be a
no.
wizard with
No, no, it's
anything to
just
use it.
simple dip switches. If you look over here, these are the basic line Series B,
Yep.
and it just has multiple dip switches on top, so it's
Okay.
just a switch away.
So if someone's just listening, they're not watching this at all, we have a
Yeah.
whole DIN rail here set up on the table with
Hmm.
some switches, and the dip switches are just very simple plastic switches right up
Yes.
on the top
Yeah.
of the unit, easy access.
So no extensive configurations are needed, just
Mhm.
dips, you're just one dip switch away, and you can configure them.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
pretty straightforward.
So we do have more extensions coming to this line. So that's what we'll be releasing later this year.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Now I know personal experience. I
Mhm.
work in our applications department at Barnum. We get a lot of requests in the managed realm because
Yes.
now that is where a more technical knowledge is necessary and people need some help on doing that. Obviously,
Mhm.
Weidmuller's got a big managed offering,
Mhm.
and really, what is the push, or why do people need managed solutions, and
Mhm.
how is Weidmuller's make it easier, user friendly, or
Yeah.
give people what they need overall?
So, like I like to tell my customers is that it's either now better than later because with the new OT security requirements, everyone will eventually move towards managed switches.
Sure.
And once you start scaling your network, managed switches, security becomes a must. It's very essential. So it's better to move now to managed switches
Hmm.
because with managed switches, you get those extra security because of all the cybersecurity threats that are being around. And the OT has new requirements that require that security level.
Hmm.
So managed switches is the new way to go. You also get features like access control lists. You also get like VLANs. You get traffic segmentations. You get a lot more features with that.
Sure, you can
And
know everything that's going on the network.
exactly. And then the most important thing is redundancy, which is very, very essential. You need to have whole control on visibility, resilience, everything.
Hmm.
So managed switches is the new way to go. So
Sure.
I've been trying to push my customers more towards managed switches because it's it's gonna
And
like
I know
save them a lot of
managed,
bucks
any
in
type of
future.
management used to come at a very high cost. I would assume it's
Uh-huh.
becoming a lot more
Yes,
standard. Price is coming down.
exactly.
It's a lot
Exactly.
easier to integrate in
Uh-huh.
your
Uh-huh.
system. And there's a lot of devices now that you don't need a dedicated managed switch because it's actually integrated into it now
Uh-huh.
too.
So
because I think like with some of your edge devices, things
exactly.
like that can do some management over network
Exactly,
built in, right?
exactly. And then, like you said, that it people have this concept that when we're talking about managed switches, it has to be extreme, like it has to be really expensive. That's not the case. We do have every sort of lines. We do have our lightly managed switches, which are very affordable,
Hmm.
and they just have the basic functionalities that a managed switch would have. If you want to go one step further, definitely we
Hmm.
have managed switches for all needs. But it's either you're investing now rather than later
Yeah,
when there's a breakdown in your whole network.
yeah.
It becomes really difficult.
Or you're not getting the job from that big
Exactly.
customer because
Ex-
you don't have the security they want,
exactly.
and now you
Exactly.
gotta
Yeah.
put all that money and time up
Mhm.
front because you didn't learn it previously.
Yeah, and then one important thing is that troubleshooting. You can troubleshoot that in time with managed switches. With unmanaged switches, simple plug and play. So you are ultimately saving a lot of bucks
Sure.
going through the whole
Now,
thing.
with all that, with the managed, the lightly managed,
Hmm.
all of those lines, you're the in-house expert on
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
Do you personally do trainings and
Hmm.
instructions
Yeah.
on those
Yes.
for
Yes.
customers and internal,
Yes.
or
So we do have the distributor connect where we are monthly training the distributors from all over. So I train the distributors as well as we have our tech support team,
hmm
which is constantly trained. So we do train like in-house and everywhere. Also, we do have a few flyers and few videos out there that anyone can access for
sure.
more information on this.
Hmm.
So yeah, we've been doing like quite a lot of training. And then again, if someone needs help, someone needs, because networking can sometimes be scary and not everyone is very comfortable
Hmm.
integrating their systems and everything. So we do have this team of ASNs, which are automation sales engineers that will go and help you set up those
Sure.
systems. And then if you need post setup, if you need some sort of support, we have
Hmm.
the tech support. Then you have me, so we can simply so we at Weidmuller take care of you like throughout before setup, after setup, and throughout life
That's good.
cycle.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the same core concepts that we have at Barnum. We
Yes.
have our applications team, our tech support
Mm-hmm.
team. We make sure everybody's trained up on
Exactly.
everything we
Yeah.
sell and the support is there. And we're not going to, you know, beat you up on, extra charges to just so
Mm-hmm.
you know how the product that you purchased works. Like
Exactly.
it's taking care of it,
Exactly.
and
So it's not
it's a,
just
it's a great service.
yeah, it's not just you're choosing the right product, you're choosing the right partner with
Yes.
Weidmuller because we see it through and through.
Hmm. That's
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's great. Um, on that note, the support, I'd like to back up kind of in the beginning. We talked about you kind of lead the white
Yes.
glove
Yes.
support.
Yes.
What really does that entail? And is that unique to individual distributors,
Mm-hmm.
customers? Kind of how does that work? How does the white glove program work?
So the white glove service is specifically exclusively given to our pro partners. So with the pro partners as well as with the edge agent. So that's two separate things. So in the white glove service, what I'm doing is I'm proactively reaching out to these partners and asking them for their feedback. What do you think of the product? What do you think? And giving them sneak peeks like we have this product upcoming. So would they get the first hand experience of the
Hmm.
new technology, new products, sneak peeks, everything. And then once they have something, they would request training sometimes. So I will set up those trainings for them. So I am their primary point of contact here at Weidmuller.
Sure.
So anything they need in terms of training, any feedback, anything, I'll be here to help them.
So, Barnum as a pro partner,
Yes.
you are our white glove.
Yes.
If any of our managers, product managers,
Hmm.
whoever have questions on that type of
Yes.
stuff, they don't have to go through a
No.
general switchboard,
Mm-mm.
explain their situation 5 times because
No.
so and so worked on it this
No.
day, the next
No.
day. They come to you, you
You
handle
get
it.
the priority lane.
Yep.
No
Yep. We
problem.
got the
Yeah.
expert right away on
Express
it.
lane. Yeah.
No, that's an awesome service.
Yeah.
And is that fairly new? Did you kind of start
Yes. So
that program?
we recently started that with our pro partners. Once we
Yeah,
started getting pro partners, that was a value added service that we provide them. So it's
sure.
been going great. So I just reach out to them every month and then I will provide them with information like this is new, or do you have any feedbacks?
Mhm.
Do you need help with something? Do you need training on these things? So it's been
And
very
obviously,
fruitful.
if you're reaching out asking those questions, it must not be an
Mm-hmm.
overwhelming amount of extra
Yes.
work that you have to do. You're
Yes.
not getting
Yes.
bombarded
That
by
makes it
your pro
better.
partners
Yeah.
right now saying,
Exactly.
you're on
Yeah.
the
This
phone
is what we need.
all day,
Yeah.
every day with us.
Yes. That's been really helpful with that.
I guess then too, with that, we were talking about the edge agent a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
If someone does get one of those
Mm-hmm.
and gets it functioning
Mm-hmm.
within reason and needs more help,
Yep.
does that you guys have your own internal team that works on that, or is it just you, or
No.
are there a lot of people that understand that product now,
So.
and there's a lot more support there? The 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 edge products in general
Mm-hmm.
in the last few years from every manufacturer that is making them always
Mm-hmm.
seems like support and documentation is very limited on them, and it's tough
Yes.
to either assist a customer or even tough
Mm-hmm.
to sell it because it's like how do you
Yeah.
use it or whatnot. So with that from Weidmuller,
Yes.
you guys are very well
Uh-huh.
versed in it and
Mm-hmm.
have a good team, right?
And luckily, I would say that I'm not the only one. We have this whole team. We have the lead developer who is also always involved with the customers. We have the product manager who is specifically just for the edge agent as well. And then we are also doing tech support training. So
Sure.
in future, when we officially launch this project, we have a lot more people supporting this product rather than just me
Yeah,
on
so
it.
just so in the basic setups and things like that tech
Exactly,
support can
exactly,
handle, it's not just, oh,
exactly.
it's
If
the edge
it's
thing, it's got to go to Basma.
no, 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 no. So they have been trained on all the basic stuff, and once it gets to a high level, that's when they
Mhm.
will be getting me or our lead developer or product manager people
Sure.
involved. So that's how I've been getting it.
I mean, it seems like you wear a lot of hats with
Yes,
all
I
these
try
different
to.
devices and the
I
different
try to.
different trainings and the different products you're
Yes, yes,
managing. But I
yes.
mean, again, at the end of the day, it all just still encompasses that Ethernet, industrial Ethernet.
Hmm.
And I mean, if you didn't cover all that in broad, I think it'd be harder if you
Exactly.
only had to focus on one section of it. Then
Yes.
you wouldn't understand the
It's
whole
it's
thing.
a it's
It's a
a
lot easier
vast
to have a
portfolio.
conversation with
Exactly.
someone when you know the entire realm of it.
Exactly.
How does this talk to this, talk to this?
Exactly, because industrial Ethernet, like I said, is not just communication, not
Mhm.
just switches. It goes everywhere from switches to media converters to routers to remote access, everything at computing. So
Mhm.
it's a whole and whole package, industrial Ethernet.
Um, you also had an article in
Hmm.
Automation
Yes,
World,
I
pretty
did.
pretty decent
Uh-huh.
publication. What was that about? Real, as like a little
So
quick.
that was top tips of how to move your existing networks to managed switches. Like
Okay.
I've
Yep.
been pushing since ever since I've joined, I've been pushing a lot towards managed switches
Mhm.
because this is the time to act. Because in future we will be seeing a lot of switch
So you
towards
even suggests it for like the not as technical based,
yes,
OEMs and things that just
exactly,
might just
exactly.
throw something in the panel and walk away. Is
Exactly.
still.
So it's like the top tips. It's very easy to know for people who do not have extensive IT knowledge as well. So it's easier for them to just follow
Sure.
and like how why it's important to
Mhm.
understand first and why they should be doing it.
Is that up on the website, or is there
It
easy
is.
access to that? Because that'd
Uh
be useful for like a salesman.
yes.
They go into a customer
Mm-hmm.
and the customer's like, I don't need managed. I never need to go managed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how about you read this little article
Exactly.
and
Yes.
maybe you'll
It is.
understand why I'm actually trying to
Exactly.
upsell you a little
Yeah.
bit. I'm trying to
So
save your butt in the future.
it is up on the website. It's also up on the Automation World
Mhm.
website as well.
Okay.
So it's
Automation World.
yes.
Good deal.
Mhm.
Um, obviously, I mean this is one of probably the most technologically advanced
Mm-hmm.
portion of Weidmuller is this side of things, I would think.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot, looking at our different cabinets and the robots and things that
Yeah.
move and our, connections and
Yes.
wiring together. But I mean, not
Mm-hmm.
everyone can
This
grasp
is the
the
part which
technical
scares
side.
people off.
Yeah,
This is the this is the part which scares
it
people off.
does. And having someone like yourself and your
Yes.
team that are knowledgeable on this really
Hmm.
does set a lot of ease for someone that wants to possibly
Exactly.
learn about this or
Mhm.
purchase some of these
Yeah.
devices. So
Yeah.
it's really
And
you seem to be like a very nice asset to our
yes,
to
I
customers
try
and
to
our
be.
distributors in general.
Yes.
So
So I'm always here to help, and I always tell my distributors, I tell my customers, we are just one email or one phone call away, and we're here to help. If you just
and
need.
there isn't like a I guess like a ticketing system wall where we're not going to get,
Mm-mm.
you have to. I'm in a down situation. I can't figure out what settings
No,
I need on
no,
my
no.
unmanaged switch. I might have to wait two
Mm-mm.
days to get an
No,
email back,
no.
right?
I personally keep a score of, I'm like, I have to get this done within a day. So that's my personal, that 24 hours is my limit, and that's when I get things done. And if I have to further escalate it, I'll let the customer know, and then I'll
Mhm.
give them a definitive timeline. But obviously, customers always come first. Yes.
Absolutely. And again, I've said this in every podcast I've ever done is the value added services, whether it's on our side at H Barnum
Mm-hmm.
and how Weidmuller and yourself are doing. We're not just selling stuff and
Exactly.
components to customers and walking away. There's so much more value added that comes with it. That's, you know,
Yeah.
nobody's looking to upcharge on these type of things. There's just something that comes with the core
Support.
concepts of our companies, which
Exactly.
is
Yeah.
what really makes
Us different.
us different. It makes us
Yes.
great. Which
And you.
partnerships
Yeah.
are
Mm,
always growing,
absolutely.
and it's just a good overall, I guess, value to have.
Yes. Absolutely.
Um, I know we kind of looked at 1,000 foot view of most of this stuff because if we got
Mm-hmm.
too nerdy on it, people would probably tune us out.
Mm-hmm.
But is there really anything else, whether it's what you have here on the
Yes.
table or any of your products that you
Uh-huh.
manage that you want to touch on or give us a little more feedback on here?
Yeah, I think I've touched a lot on managed switches, but we do have this new release. We have the SPE switch right here, which is an upcoming emerging technology. Not a lot of people have it yet, but
Hmm.
we do have this SPE unmanaged switch that we recently released.
So does SPE stand for?
So it's single pair Ethernet.
Okay.
So with single pair Ethernet, what you're looking at is you're looking when traditional Ethernet does up to 100 meters, we're
Yep.
looking at 1,000 meters. And with the switch over that same single pair, not only are we communicating, getting the data in and out, we are also delivering power through power over data lines.
Hmm.
So if you have those sensors out there that talk to wire, you can simply just directly connect them to our SPE switches. So you do remove the need of getting media converters as well. So
That is
we're-
pretty cool.
exactly, it's a very.
Is it a much slower data
It
connection
is.
because it's a
It
single
is.
pair?
Yes.
But
It is a slower data connection. We are talking about 10 megabits per second, but you're looking at long distances,
yeah,
and with
the
these
distance
sensors,
is
yeah. So
because normally if you need long distance, you're moving up into like
multiple
fiber systems or
fiber,
lots of
exactly.
switches, and it
That
gets
gets
expensive.
costly. So, and then if you are looking at traditional Ethernet, you'll need multiple switches. And
Yep,
then if you want to talk to the sensors, that's where the media converters also come into play. So this one switch is replacing everything. So
that's
it's
cool.
an
That's
it's
a
a
cool
new
piece of
emerging.
technology. Yeah,
It is. It is. It's been gaining a
and it
lot of traction.
is that it's technically an unmanaged style switch,
Yes.
so it's
Plug
going to
and
come
play.
at a pretty reasonable cost. It's not some
Yes.
you know out of the box fancy
Exactly.
piece of equipment that
Uh-huh.
the average person can't utilize.
Yes, and again, it does have some configurable options through its dip switches. Again, very easy to use, so you just have options on the dip switch. It can be used as master, or it can be used as slave, or you
Mhm.
have different power over data line
Sure.
um, classes that goes from 10 to 14, so you can select those. So it comes with like multiple features and like quality of service. Again, unmanaged switch, but with
With
features of a managed switch,
slightly managed features,
but
yeah.
at a cost of an unmanaged switch.
Yeah.
So
And without special software needed because you just got dip
nothing.
switches.
No.
So
Just step switches, very easy to use, no extensive IT knowledge needed.
that is pretty cool.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing that one. Yeah, that's a nice piece.
Yeah. We'll be seeing more of it in the industry overall because it's an emerging technology and it's
Mhm.
just taking off.
And is that like brand new? Is it available already, or is it coming out
Yes.
soon?
So this is already available.
Yeah.
We just recently launched it like a month ago.
Okay.
So it is out there.
A good time to talk
Yes,
about it.
yes, absolutely. Perfect time.
Anything else that we could think of, that'd be worthwhile, a little tidbit on.
Yeah, I think I am this biggest advocate of moving to managed switches.
Yep.
So I cannot stress this enough. This is the time we need to switch to managed switches. Unmanaged switches, they will do well in small to medium networks, but
Mhm.
if you're looking up to scale your network and with the new security needs, managed switches is the way. So that would be my last message. that I
Actually,
would like to give.
one just completely random question.
Mhm.
Does Weidmuller have or has been looking into um, out of the panel switches?
Mhm.
IP67
We
style
do have
switches,
we
circular
do
connector
have
switches?
those. We do have the IP67 switches as well. We do not have a lot of options in there, but we do have.
Because I've seen that quite a bit when people get
Uh-huh.
into the managed realm. You got a big
Mhm.
IP67 managed switch on the side of a machine, things like
Mhm.
that.
We have the unmanaged switch. We do rack mountable switches that are also new. The substation line, and those are our modular switches. So the best thing about it is you can build your own switch. You need
Oh,
this,
okay,
you need these many ports, you can just build them up. But IP67, we're still on the unmanaged side.
sure,
We do that. Hmm.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
the website I would assume is all of that industrial Ethernet. It's all under one section on the website.
Everything
Easy to
is
navigate, easy to
easy,
find.
easy to find.
It's not under any weird
Mm-mm. Just
subcategories.
IE, just block the others, go to IE. Everything's there.
Are these the components too? They're all in the configurator software. So if someone's
Everything.
designing a panel, that's all
Everything
available.
easy to use. Everything's up to date on the configuration software as well, the VMC.
Awesome.
Yep. Yep.
Well, I think we covered what we want
Yes.
to talk about here,
Yep.
and there's a lot of stuff in that realm.
Yes.
I'm very surprised you can
Mhm.
manage all that. Like that is a
I'm
lot.
trying my
It
best.
takes a special
Takes-
kind of person
yeah.
to be able to do the programming side, the software side, the hardware side,
Mhm.
all of that, and
But
be
I think
confident in it.
that's what makes Weidmuller unique. I mean, while applying here, this was the first thing that you get experience with everything from software to hardware to managing, all in all. So,
And I think that really helps drive customers to feel confident in
yes.
buying the components
Yes.
from you guys because
Mhm.
you're so well
Mhm.
versed in it. The knowledge is
Yes.
there and the support is there. So again, if people are thinking of moving to managed
Mhm.
and they haven't yet, I think you have a few good reasons why they should
Yes.
reach out, talk to you or us.
Absolutely.
If they're getting into edge computing, data collection, things like that,
Mhm.
we have also the resources to discuss
Absolutely.
maybe why you should or shouldn't,
Mhm.
or what the benefits are,
Yes.
and
Absolutely.
whether it's your team
Mhm.
or sales representatives or tech support applications at
Uh-huh.
Barnum. There's more than enough people to get you all the information on this type of stuff and
Yep.
make it easy.
Yes.
And like I said,
That's what we're here for, making everything easy.
make it
and
easy
seamless
because
for you.
industrial networking, especially managed, like I said, does scare people off.
It does. It does. Networking does scare people, but we're here to help
Great.
you guys. Yep.
Well, thank you for sitting down and
Thank
discussing
you.
all this with
Thank
me.
you. Thank you.
Thanks for letting us do this podcast here as well. Yeah,
Oh,
this is an
absolutely.
awesome venue
It
for
is.
us.
It is an
Change of
amazing.
pace,
Yeah.
and I'm sure we'll have all kinds of stuff in the future to continue to talk about with these
Absolutely.
things.
Absolutely.
And
We'll have more interesting new releases to talk about.
yeah,
Yep.
for sure. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you,
And
Brady.
that's a wrap on another Automation Nation episode. And we'll catch you guys next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.